Good morning. Well, it is 28 degrees to get your Saturday started. Sunrise today will be at 7:42. Sunset will be at 7:35. Looks like a pretty nice day today, at least sunny and dry. So if you've got to get out and wander around and look for your patio furniture or anything else that may have decided to take flight in that crazy wind yesterday, taking a look at the forecast for today, it'll be mostly sunny with a high near 44. For tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 36. And for your Sunday, mostly cloudy with a high near 70. It's going to be windy tomorrow, but not near as bad as yesterday. Hey, I want to take just another minute or two this morning, talk about this proposed solar farm. Don't want to seem like I'm harping on this thing, but to respond to several comments I've seen several comments on social media to different posts, people saying, hey, exactly where are you talking about? Where's this at? And I know the map that was shared was not very clear, so just to kind of make sure everybody understands where we're talking about when you hear people talking about this thing, I'm going to switch over. We'll take a look at the map. Taking a look at the map now, of course, New London here at the bottom. The first east-west road north of New London crosses 60 here is section line 21. Basically, the property is this northeast corner of Route 60 and section line 21. I'm going to switch over to the satellite view and kind of reposition and maybe zoom in just a little bit. And again, this is not a legal description of the property, but just to give you an idea of where we're talking about. If you come up here on Route 60, you can kind of see this field edge here where this was obviously crop and maybe this is pasture back here. But basically, it runs along this line, comes down along, back off to the east, back down to section line 21, over around this house, up along this field line, back over to Route 60 and up. So basically, these fields, where you can see these crops were, and then up here is where we're talking about. This would be the site of the actual solar farm itself. Also, just for information, the plan includes placing a substation along Route 60 up here just south of Fayette Road, and that is where they would then tie into the transmission line that runs from Wellington to Norwalk. So just wanted to kind of go over that so that everybody understands exactly where we're talking about. I know there was some maybe confusion about that, and again, the maps weren't really clear. Hopefully now everybody understands where we're talking about when you hear people talking about this thing. The New London local schools recently received some more well-deserved accolades. The New London Elementary School and New London Middle School have been named Governor's Science of Reading Champion Award schools, joining New London High School, which earned the designation last year. With this recognition, all three school buildings in the district have now been designated as Science of Reading champions, making New London local schools the only district in the region with every building earning this prestigious distinction. Congratulations go out to the administration, staff, and students. And speaking of New London schools, alumni, be on the lookout for your invitation to the 2026 Alumni Banquet. The banquet will be on June 20th at 6 p.m. in the high school cafetorium. If you don't receive an invitation or have recently changed your address, please contact Pam Bowes by messenger or Laura Landis. Well, today is National Children's Craft Day. It is Learn About Butterflies Day. And, of course, being 3/14, it is National Pie Day. Now, taking a look at some history on this day in 1964, in the first courtroom verdict to be televised in the United States, Jack Ruby was found guilty of the murder of Lee Harvey Oswald, assassin of U.S. President John F. Kennedy. And in 1950, FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover introduced the infamous 10 Most Wanted list, which provided the names of the worst U.S. fugitives. And in 1899, German military official Ferdinand Graf von Zeppelin received a U.S. patent for a navigable balloon. The first Zeppelin made its flight the following year. Well, the answer to yesterday's trivia question, John T. Scopes was that teacher in Dayton, Tennessee, who was charged on May 5, 1925, with violating Tennessee's Butler Act, which prohibited the teaching of human evolution in Tennessee schools. He was trialed in a case known as the Scopes trial, was found guilty and fined $100. Well, now today's question. Back in 1794, this American inventor received a patent for the cotton gin. Who is that inventor? Well, finally, I'll leave you with this quote today from Phyllis Diller. I want my children to have all the things that I couldn't afford, and then I want to move in with them. Well, I'm Steve. Thanks for spending some time with me this morning. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you on the next video.